Fairchild Restaurant, where the food is art and the prices are astronomical. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your taste buds for an adventure at Fairchild. This Michelin-starred culinary wonderland has been tantalizing the palates of Madison's elite since 2020, and after a James Beard Award win, reservations are harder to score than tickets to a Ricky Gervais stand-up show. Upon entering the dining room, you will be greeted by an orchestra of cutlery and the faint aroma of truffle. The menu, my friends, is a masterpiece. Each dish is a carefully orchestrated symphony of flavors, textures, and colors. The hamachi is a work of art, plated with such precision that you'll be afraid to take a bite. And the beef tartar, well, let's just say it's a tartar that would make a caveman weep with joy. But as the wise Ricky Gervais once said, the best things in life are free. And at Fairchild, unfortunately, the best things are not free. The portions, my friends, are petite. So petite, in fact, that you might find yourself questioning if they're serving dollhouse cuisine. The NY strip is a mere morsel, and the roasted carrots are so elegantly arranged that you'll be hesitant to disturb their pristine formation. However, all is not lost at Fairchild. The pork trotter is a culinary masterpiece. It's crispy, juicy, and so flavorful that you'll swear you're dining in culinary heaven. And the desserts, oh my sweet lord, the desserts. The sticky toffee pudding is a sinfully rich confection that will make your taste buds dance the Macarena. And let us not forget the service. The staff at Fairchild are like elite ninjas, always hovering nearby but never intruding. They'll recommend the perfect wine pairing, refill your water before you even realize it's empty, and make you feel like royalty. So, if you're looking for an unforgettable dining experience and don't mind spending a small fortune, then Fairchild is the place for you. Just remember, it's a restaurant where the food is art, the prices are astronomical, and the portions are so small that you'll leave feeling like a starving artist. But hey, you'll have a fantastic Instagram post to show for it. Oh, here you go, you know you're in for a good time when the menu says sour cream spitzel. I stumbled into Heritage Tavern with my posse, feeling like a lost lamb in the downtown jungle. But as I stepped through the door, I was greeted like a long-lost cousin. The vibe was as warm and cozy as a freshly baked cinnamon roll, which, by the way, they got. Now, let's talk about the food. It was like a symphony of flavors, a culinary roller coaster that took me to the seventh heaven of taste buds. The char siu pork shoulder was a masterpiece. It melted in my mouth like a politician's promise, and the crispy pork belly and tuna combo was like a party in my belly. But hold your horses, folks. The star of the show was the deviled eggs. These ain't your grandma's deviled eggs. They're like secret agents disguised as appetizers, with flavors that would make James Bond do a double take. Now, about the prices, let's just say they were like a trip to the Bahamas. But hey, it's worth every penny you pay for the culinary experience. The service was impeccable too. Our server, Florence, was like a wise old sage. She knew the menu backward and forward and had a contagious enthusiasm that made the whole experience feel like a night out with a cool aunt. So, there you have it. Heritage Tavern, where the food is out of this world and the service is so good, you'll leave with a smile on your face and a song in your heart. Just be prepared to pay a pretty penny, or else you'll be singing the blues when you see the bill. But hey, it's worth it, right? Han, where the food is heavenly and the service is, well, let's say interesting. Picture this. You walk into a restaurant, you're greeted by friendly folks, and you're all excited to chow down on some delicious food. Then, you realize you have to get up and order your meal at a separate counter. It's like, excuse me, waiter. I'm not a waiter. I'm a customer. But hey, let's not let that minor inconvenience ruin our foodie adventure. The menu is so diverse, they've got everything from Thai to Laotian to dishes you've never even heard of. It's like a culinary United Nations in there. Now, let's talk about the food. It's simply amazing. The Laos snacks plate is like a party in your mouth, with all sorts of tasty morsels. The tom yum noodles with boneless fried chicken are a must-try, but be warned, the chicken might be a little soggy by the time it gets to your table. And the pho thai is as flavorful as expected at a Laos restaurant. But then there's the mok po fish. Let's just say, it was like eating a piece of cardboard that had been soaked in soy sauce. Seriously, I don't know what the chef was thinking. Maybe they ran out of fish and decided to use an old phone book instead. Okay, so maybe not all the dishes are winners, but the good ones more than make up for it. And if you're feeling adventurous, try the soft serve chef's special with chili oil. It's like a spicy ice cream sundae, but with cilantro instead of sprinkles. Don't knock it till you try it. As for the service, it's interesting. The greeters are super friendly, but the servers are a bit hit or miss. It's like they're all running around in a perpetual state of confusion, but hey, at least they're trying their best. Overall, Han is a great place to experience some truly delicious food. Just be prepared for a few quirky surprises along the way. Oh, and don't forget your wallet, because this foodie heaven doesn't come cheap. Holy cheese curds, Batman. This place is a hidden gem in the heart of Mad City. Don't let the hole in the wall exterior fool you. Inside, it's like a 5-star outhouse, clean, shiny, and with a built-in ATM for when you need to buy some extra chaser for your spotted cow. The staff. They're like your favorite grandma, but with better hair and fewer wrinkles. They'll treat you like a long-lost family member, except they won't ask you if you've gained weight. Now, let's talk about the food. The garlic burger is a masterpiece that will make your taste buds sing like a choir of cheese-loving angels. The fries. Oh my gravy, they're like a crispy, golden party in your mouth. And their drinks. They're so good, they'll make you forget all about that time your ex told you had resting smirk face. Bonus points for being a stone's throw from that hospital that's about as hospitable as a porcupine hugging a cactus. So if you're ever visiting a loved one who's in for a long stay, ditch the overpriced hospital cafeteria and head over to Sweet Home, Wisconsin. You'll get a better meal and a side of laughter that will make your stitches hurt. Prost, where the food's so big, it'll make your pants cry. Prepare for Oktoberfest levels of gluttony, folks. Prost is the German restaurant that'll stuff you so full, you'll need a crane to lift you out of your booth. Their pretzels are so colossal, they double as tablecloths. Seriously, the half pretzel we ordered took up our entire table, making us wonder what a full-size one might look like, maybe a small moon. The schnitzel. Oh boy. It's like eating a pillow made of golden, crispy chicken. And the portions are so generous, you could feed a small village with one order. But wait, there's more. Their sausage board is like a gourmet charcuterie of cured meat dreams. They pile on a symphony of wursts, sauerkraut, pickles, and potato salad that'll leave you questioning if you've ever really tasted potato salad before. Now, let's not forget the beer. They've got a tap list that'll make your taste buds do the polka. And if you're feeling adventurous, ask for their mystery beer. It's like a blind date for your palate. And the best part, the service. It's like having your own personal German cheerleader. Our server exclaimed Prost. So enthusiastically, we felt like we'd just won the World Cup. Overall, Prost is like a Bavarian wonderland where you can feast like a Viking and feel like you're part of the Cheers gang, all while marveling at the gorgeous old church architecture. Just don't wear your skinny jeans after those massive meals. Trust us on this one. Prost, where the food's so big, it'll make your pants cry. Prepare for Oktoberfest levels of gluttony, folks. Prost is the German restaurant that'll stuff you so full, you'll need a crane to lift you out of your booth. Their pretzels are so colossal, they double as tablecloths. Seriously, the half pretzel we ordered took up our entire table, making us wonder what a full-size one might look like, maybe a small moon. The schnitzel. Oh boy. It's like eating a pillow made of golden, crispy chicken. And the portions are so generous, you could feed a small village with one order. But wait, there's more. Their sausage board is like a gourmet charcuterie of cured meat dreams. They pile on a symphony of wursts, sauerkraut, pickles, and potato salad that'll leave you questioning if you've ever really tasted potato salad before. Now, let's not forget the beer. They've got a tap list that'll make your taste buds do the polka. And if you're feeling adventurous, ask for their mystery beer. It's like a blind date for your palate. And the best part, the service. It's like having your own personal German cheerleader. Our server exclaimed Prost. So enthusiastically, we felt like we'd just won the World Cup. Overall, Prost is like a Bavarian wonderland where you can feast like a Viking and feel like you're part of the Cheers gang, all while marveling at the gorgeous old church architecture. Just don't wear your skinny jeans after those massive meals. Trust us on this one. Gray's, where the food is good, but the service is a Cirque du Soleil act. Prepare yourself for a culinary adventure at Gray's, the restaurant that's like a chaotic symphony of flavors and service. First, let's talk about the food. It's like a farm-to-table orchestra, with locally sourced ingredients dancing on your palate. The Korean bibimbap is a masterpiece, a vibrant blend of colors and textures that will have you humming like a happy monk. But beware, the Gray's burger can sometimes turn up as raw as a vampire's steak, so you might want to request it well done with a side of garlic weapons. As for the service, well, let's just say it's a circus of quirks. Sometimes it's smooth as a jazz quartet, but other times it's like watching a clown on a unicycle, wobbling and dropping plates with the grace of a drunken ballerina. Don't be surprised if you get the vibe that you're not exactly welcome unless you're a native of the Pale City. The atmosphere, however, is a work of art. With towering windows that offer a stunning view of the capital, Gray's is the perfect place to witness the legislative chaos from a safe distance. It's like a live political reality show, but with tastier food. The prices, well, let's just say they're a bit steep for the portions you get. It's like paying for a concert ticket and only getting to hear the sound check. But hey, it's Madison, so you know, farm to wallet and all that jazz. Overall, Gray's is a dining experience that will leave you both satisfied and bewildered. Like Robin Williams at a comedy club, you'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll wonder what the heck just happened. But one thing's for sure, you'll leave with a full stomach and a craving for a tranquilizer. Aha! Behold, fellow connoisseurs of culinary delights. Prepare your palates for a gastronomic escapade at Marigold Kitchen, Madison's very own temple of breakfast, brunch, and lunch. Imagine a symphony of flavors dancing upon your tongue as you savor their legendary breakfast sandwiches. Picture a crispy ciabatta bun, embracing a tender egg, sumptuous cheese, and, of course, bacon that sizzles like a chorus of firecrackers. But hold on to your forks, folks. Their drip coffee will have you jittering with glee, fueling you through the day like a rocket fueled by laughter. Their omelettes are not to be trifled with. I mean, who doesn't love a mushroom gouda omelette that will transport you to a magical realm of cheesy goodness? And their buttermilk pancakes. Well, they may not be the sweetest, but hey, that's just more room for butter and syrup. It's like a blank canvas for your caloric masterpiece. The ambience is a quirky blend of cozy and vibrant, like a modern art museum that serves breakfast. You order at the counter, and then you're free to roam the dining room like a culinary explorer. Just watch out for the hipsters with their avocado toast and man buns. Sure, the prices might make you do a double take, but it's worth every penny. Think of it this way, you're not just paying for breakfast, you're investing in a lifetime of food-induced joy. So gather your brunch buddies and head on down to Marigold Kitchen, where the food is delightful, the atmosphere is quirky, and the prices will make you laugh all the way to the bank. Lucille, where the views, vibes, and empanadas are bigger than your stomach. Picture this, you're on a date night with your friend, who's feeling a little down. You've requested the coveted Capitol View table, but some other table keeps bragging about how spectacular it is. But hey, at least you've got live music playing in the background. The service, pretty great. The food, tasty, but be prepared for a greasy situation with the empanadas and cheese curds. They've probably been hanging out in the oil bath a little too long. But let's talk about the star attraction, the firewood pizza. It's like a Michelin-starred version of a regular pizza, with its perfectly crispy crust and mouth-watering toppings. We highly recommend the queen with added prosciutto and arugula. Trust us, it's the best way to experience a royalty-worthy pizza. Oh, and don't forget the outdoor seating. It's like a backyard barbecue, but with better views and less smoke. And if you're feeling adventurous, check out their underground cocktail lounge. It's like a secret speakeasy, but instead of passwords, they just blast hip-hop music at you. So, there you have it. Lucille, the restaurant where the food is tasty, the views are spectacular, and the vibes are so good, you might forget you're in Madison, Wisconsin, and not cruising down the streets of Venice in a gondola. Just don't eat too many empanadas, or you might end up with a belly full of regrets and a toilet seat attached to your backside, figuratively speaking, of course. Yo, check it, Picketo in Madison is like a South American party in your mouth. Imagine this, rotisserie chicken so juicy, it makes other chickens cry with envy. And they smother it in flavors that make you want to break out the salsa and dance. There's cilantro rice that'll make your taste buds go ooh, la la. Sweet plantains that'll have you thinking you're in a tropical paradise sipping on pina coladas. Tropical beans that are so groovy, they'll make your head spin. And a variety of sauces and salsas that'll make your eyes water with happiness, but not from the heat, because these folks know how to balance spice. And let's not forget the smoothies. They'll revive you like a shot of espresso, but with way more flavor and less caffeine. Plus, they're tropical, so it's like having a beach vacation in your glass. The best part, the vibes. The staff is so friendly, you'll feel like you're hanging out with family. And the atmosphere is so cozy, you'll swear you're in your baller's kitchen but with better ventilation. So if you're looking for a taste of South America that'll make you want to dance and sing, head to Picketo. And don't forget your appetite, because this place is going to satisfy your cravings like a boss. Turnkey Madison, where supper club delights dance. Prepare yourself for a culinary expedition to a supper club that's as nostalgic as a vintage record spinning on a turntable. Turnkey Madison will take you back in time, but with a modern twist that's as surprising as a mime breaking out into a tap dance. Upon arrival, you'll be greeted by the aroma of freshly fried cheese-curd puppies, so fluffy and irresistible, you'll forget about the existence of puppies of the canine variety. And if you're wondering about the relish tray, well, let's just say it's like a party in your mouth with a guest list that includes turnips, radishes, and a dipping sauce that will make you break into an impromptu salsa. For your main course, there's the fish fry, a Wisconsin classic executed with perfection. Picture crispy, flaky cod or lake perch, so tender it'll melt in your mouth like a fish-themed marshmallow. But if you're feeling adventurous, try the rainbow trout. It's like a ballerina on your plate, gracefully swimming in a pool of cauliflower and asparagus, with a sauce that's so divine, you'll wonder if it's actually a food or a magical potion. And let's not forget the drinks. Their old fashions are no ordinary Joe. It's like a philharmonic orchestra playing a sweet symphony in your glass. The blend of rye and brandy is so smooth, you'll be wondering if it's liquid velvet. As you savor your meal, take a moment to admire the cozy ambience. It's like a warm hug from a supper club that truly cares. The wait staff will hover around you like guardian angels, making sure your every whim is attended to. And if you're lucky, the manager might just pop in to serenade you with a rendition of You Are My Sunshine, accompanied by a kazoo. So gather your friends, book a table, and prepare for a culinary journey that's guaranteed to leave you with a smile on your face and a full belly. It's a supper club experience that's as memorable as a classic sitcom episode, but with the added bonus of delicious food and drinks. Just remember to bring your dancing shoes, because this supper club might just inspire you to break out into a spontaneous conga line. Ahoy there, fellow foodies. Buckle up for a swashbuckling review of the Old Fashioned, a restaurant that's as charming and cheesy as a pirate's treasure chest. Imagine a place where the chandeliers are shaped like beer bottles, and the walls are adorned with enough swag to make a buccaneer blush. The decor is a riot of vintage glory, with vintage photos and taxidermied fish vying for your attention. The service. Well, matey, it's as swift as a pirate ship with a tailwind. You'll be greeted with a warm ahoy, and guided to your table, where your server will appear with the punctuality of a clockwork parrot. Now, let's talk about the grub. The cheese curds, meaties, are the stuff of legend. They're so light and fluffy, they'll float away if you're not careful. The batter is spot on, and the cheese is as gooey as a barnacle on a ship's hull. But hold your horses, landlubber. The menu has more treasures to plunder. The fish fry is a catch of the day, with fresh perch that's so moist it'll make you forget about walking the plank. The tenderloin, cooked to perfection, will give you a taste of adventure that'll make your taste buds sing sea shanties. And if you're feeling parched, me matey, the bar is brimming with an endless array of grog and spirits. Don't be afraid to ask for an old-fashioned, served with a twist of cherry juice and a dash of pirate wisdom. Now, the only downside to the old-fashioned is that it's so darn popular, you might have to wait a bit for a table. But hey, who cares? It gives you more time to practice your oar and learn a few shanties. In conclusion, the old-fashioned is a restaurant that will set your scurvy soul on fire, with its charming decor, impeccable service, and cheese curds that will make your parrot squawk with delight. This place is a true gem in the heart of Madison. So hoist the sails, meaties, and prepare for a culinary adventure that's worthy of the 7 seas. Y'all, I ain't never seen a restaurant so packed at 5 p.m. It was like a block party up in there. We waited a hot minute for a table, but it was worth it. Now, let's talk food. I got the cedar plank salmon, and it was like heaven on a plate. It was so moist and flaky, I could have eaten it with a spoon. Plus, those sweet potato fries were golden brown and crispy, like they just stepped out of a tanning salon. But hold up, let's not forget about the barbecue. My buddy got the spare ribs, and they were falling off the bone. They had this perfect rub that made my mouth water just looking at him. And don't even get me started on the mac and cheese. It was like a creamy, cheesy hug for my taste buds. The service was on point too. Our waiter was like a ninja, swooping in and out with our food and drinks before we even blinked. And the atmosphere was lively and friendly. I could have hung out there all night, just talking smack and chowing down. Overall, North and South Seafood Smokehouse is the bomb.com. It's got something for everyone, whether you're a seafood lover, a meat eater, or a mac and cheese enthusiast. Just be prepared to bring your patience, cause the crowds are real. But trust me, it's worth the wait. Yo, check it, Paul's Palsmini got my stomach jumping like a kangaroo on crack. Imagine this, you're strolling down State Street, starving like a hungry hippo, and bam. There it is, a beacon of spicy goodness. This place is like the holy grail of dumplings, man. The menu. It's as simple as a toddler's bedtime story. You got beef or potato dumplings, or if you're feeling frisky, get the mix. But let me tell you, the works is where it's at. We're talking butter, cilantro, yellow curry, and sweet chili sauce. It's like a party in your mouth, and the sour cream is the DJ scratching the beats. Now, the portions. They're like LeBron James's biceps huge. A half order will fill you up like a Christmas turkey, and the full order. Let's just say your belly will be singing like Mariah Carey after a sugar binge. The atmosphere. It's like a party at your grandma's house, minus the old people smell. You got students, locals, and tourists all chowing down on these dumplings like there's no tomorrow. So, if you're looking for a quick and cheap bite that'll make your taste buds dance, Paul's Palsmini is the spot, my friend. Just be prepared for the line that'll make you want to do a backflip out the door. But trust me, it's worth the wait, especially when you get that first bite of pure dumpling bliss. Peace out. The Merchant, a sanctuary of culinary bliss, where taste buds dance and wallets weep. Imagine a dimly lit modern cave, perfect for a date night where you can whisper sweet nothings over the sound of pricey entrees hitting the table. The caramelized onion fondue, a beguiling dip disguised as fondue, will leave you clutching your chips as if they were the last slice of bread in a zombie apocalypse. The charcuterie board, a masterpiece, with mustard so good it could make a shoe taste like a Michelin-starred souffle. The braised short rib, a symphony of melted tenderness, melts on your tongue like a forbidden love melting in the moonlight. The steak frites, smaller than expected, but hey, that's like a free appetizer, right? Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the waiter who seemed to fear us like we were extraterrestrials from a planet of bad tippers. He was like that shy kid at school who always got picked last for dodgeball, except we were the dodgeballs and he wanted no part of us. Maybe it was our racial identity. My partner and I are celestial beings from the Andromeda Galaxy, but hey, no assumptions here, just observations from the cosmic perspective. Despite the waiter's phobia, the food was out of this world. I mean, seriously, I've eaten at restaurants on Neptune that couldn't hold a candle to Merchant. In conclusion, Merchant is a culinary oasis where your taste buds will bask in the sun of flavor while your wallet cries tears into its tiny leather purse. Just be prepared for a waiter who might act like you're the reason there are no more stars in the sky. Lalande, where French fare meets Seinfeld's shenanigans. Picture this. You walk into Lalande, a culinary oasis on Madison's Monroe Street. It's like stepping into a scene from Seinfeld, but instead of Elaine's wacky antics, you're greeted by a team of waiters who know their snails from their brie. The waitstaff, Kramer's doppelgangers. Think of Lalande's waitstaff as Kramer's more refined cousins. They're attentive without being overbearing, knowledgeable without being pretentious. And they have a knack for disappearing just when you need a refill. The menu, Jerry's stand-up routine. Lalande's menu is a comedy of errors in the best possible way. It's a hodgepodge of French classics, vegetarian delights, and a few dishes that seem to have wandered in from a different restaurant altogether. But hey, variety is the spice of life, right? The escargots, George's pick. Let's talk about the escargots, shall we? They're like George Costanza's apartment, small, smelly, and oddly addictive. But the buttery garlic sauce makes it all worth it. The roast carrots, Elaine's delight. Elaine would love the roast carrots. They're crispy, slightly sweet, and topped with an unexpected burst of cilantro that makes you wonder if they accidentally ordered them from a Thai restaurant. The skate, Newman's nemesis. The skate, on the other hand, is Newman's nemesis. It's a fish that's so bland, it makes Newman's meal seem interesting. But hey, at least it comes with a side of salty greens that could double as a snack for your pet gerbil. The service, the soup Nazi. The service at Lalande is like the soup Nazi, meticulous to the point of absurdity. You'll be asked to order everything in advance, and they'll time the courses so perfectly you'll feel like you're on a reality cooking show. But hey, who doesn't love a little drama with their dinner? The ambience, Jerry's apartment. The ambience at Lalande is cozy and intimate, like Jerry's apartment but without the giant Superman poster. It's perfect for date nights or casual hangouts with friends. The bottom line, shrinkage. All in all, Lalande is a great restaurant with a few quirks that will make you laugh. It's not perfect, but it's got enough charm and character to make you forget about the missing phone number and the blinding sunset. Just don't expect everything to be yada yada perfect, and you'll have a Kramer-approved experience. The Mad Rabbit Cafe in Madison is the perfect place to get your vegan grub on. The bunny-less balls and chicken burger are off the hook, and everything else is really good too. The staff is super friendly and accommodating, even when they're serving a huge group of 20 people all at once. The space is small and intimate, with only about 10 or so tables, but it's got a cool psychedelic down the rabbit hole vibe, and the alternative music is on point. It's like you're eating in a scene from Alice in Wonderland, but instead of tea and cakes, you're getting vegan burgers and fries. I ordered the bunny-less balls as an appetizer and the no harm, no foul as an entree. The bunny-less balls are like arancini, but without the bunny. They're crispy and salty, And the lemon herb sauce is delicious. The no harm, no foul is a fat chipotle chicken sandwich. The chicken is crispy, the pickled red onion is tangy, and the chipotle sauce has a good kick to it. I'm telling you, if you're looking for a vegan restaurant in Madison, Mad Rabbit Cafe is the place to go. Just be prepared to get your mad munchies on.